Hi everyone, welcome back to the 100-day series of Heal Your Inner Child. Today we're on day 91st, right? And so what we're going to do is the next few days, right? We're going to focus on celebrating this wholeness that you found yesterday or day before, right? And there is a reason that we took this journey, right? To reach here today, right? And now what how do we move forward? We move forward by celebrating each day, right? So that we're not constantly, have you seen folks who are constantly complaining, right? We who are living in 2025, but the energies are stuck in say 1985, 1989, 1990, right? And they're constantly talking about what things didn't work out or what things worked out then, but they're not looking at the miracles today. They're shutting off their living today, right? And so this means that you're still stuck somewhere. So that stuckness will also reflect in your body, right? Reflect in your mind, reflect in your life. Everything around you that's happening will also be stuck because you're stuck. You see how it works? So it's very important, by the way, right? A lot of folks think, oh my God, I've done all of this. I've healed now, right? I've healed. However, true healing begins now. To live with that clarity every day, to peacefully progress in life, to not get into success intolerance, and then again go back to that drama. No, consistency will work now because now you've seen the glimpses, or not only glimpses, you've seen big scenes, you've seen days, weeks, months of miracles in your life, right? So you want to sustain it, you want to maintain it, right? And that's where your work now starts, folks, right? To work with it, to progress with it, to take this magic along with you every day, right? Because it'll be very easy for one of your inner children to slip, to flip, to go back to the trauma, to go back to, something that didn't work out. That one trigger can make it go back, right? But that's where the healed inner parent shows up, which is you today. You of today is that healed inner parent version, right? Who supports that inner child. Even if the inner child feels like throwing a fit, it holds the inner child close and it shows the inner child that glimmer of hope that's still there. And it keeps the inner child focus on moving forward and not backward, right? So this is where consistency will be needed, will be required, and your true test, if at all, right, would start from now, moving forward, living in the joy, living in the now, inviting happiness, living in that environment, maintaining that environment, making it a happy environment for others. That's where all the work that you've done will actually show up, right? So that's why I was talking about let's celebrate today that wholeness that you felt yesterday, yeah, or in the few days prior to today, right? So I have a beautiful exercise for all of you where again you'll be able to connect with your inner child and you'll be able to see the stark differences, right? Are you all ready? All right. So for this exercise today, of course, first, like I tell you, every day whenever you start watching my videos, watch from the beginning to the end and then start doing the exercise, okay? Because there are certain times I'm only giving instructions and I tell you to take your time to do that particular exercise and I keep moving forward. So don't think that, just by watching the video, you've completed the exercise because you will need your time, right? Based on how your inner child is moving with you, right? And the energy. So today is a very beautiful art integration ritual that I'm bringing in, which will help you connect with your inner child and also celebrate that wholeness and see your journey from where you started to where you've come. All right. So for this, you'll need paper. Make you can get two, three, four sheets of paper, white sheets of paper, color, crayons, markers, paints, whatever you feel more called to, right? Creatively speaking, and whatever you feel safe, and whatever your inner child loves. Some people really love to paint, right? Some people get so excited with crayons. So some people even do it with those black charcoal thingies. You can use that as well, but I would also just bring that color element in. All right. So bring colors or crayons or whatever. Okay. Sketch pens, whatever. So now take one side of the paper, okay, or the first sheet, and let your inner child. So first, take three long deep breaths, connect with your inner child. Imagine your inner child within you, right? So first bring the inner child to the surface, right? Then take one sheet of paper, okay, and let your inner child draw themselves as they were before this journey. So imagine when you started. Now, if you've completed all these 90 days, then whenever you started, there might be a date, maybe a month ago, maybe 20, maybe, 20 months ago, whatever. And ask your inner child to draw themselves before the journey. There is no right or wrong way, okay? It can be a stick figure, it can be any shape, any color, any symbol, even abstract lines. Let the child choose the colors. Do not analyze, just allow, right? And then pause and just give it instructions that, who was I before I even started this journey, and whatever comes, just draw, right? So pause, notice how this image feels in your body once it's done. Take your time, take 10 minutes, take 1 hour, whatever, right? Then take another sheet of paper, right? And draw how you are now, right? Not perfection, just your presence. Let this version carry whatever feels true. So, steadiness, softness, strength, warmth, grounding, right? So, draw who you are now, okay? And then when you have these, again, take pause and then see how it feels in your body. And then take these two sheets of paper, right? And then gently, get like a paper or like a different color sheet, or even you can get like arts and crafts or whatever it is, whatever material you want to build the bridge with. Create a bridge from this one sheet of paper to this new sheet of paper, right? Between these two drawings. It could be a ribbon, it could be something you actually make with twigs or leaves, whatever. Get creative here. All right. So it could also just be a color flowing from one to the other drawing, right? It could be hands reaching from here to here. It could be a heart. It could be a light. It could be a path, you know. So any get creative and create a bridge between this image, the past one, and the now one, right? And when you're coloring, right, slowly color, right? And try to connect with both the images while breathing deeply, right? When you're coloring, just affirm, I'm here now, we are safe together. And then draw. And when you're done, you can put your hand on your art, right? Place your hand over the artwork and take few deep breaths and let your inner child feel seen, not rushed, not corrected, just witness, right? Don't do it heartedly, right? Because then your inner child feels like it was ignored then, and now also it's being ignored. So what's different now? You're present now, you're there with your inner child. Now you can reassure your inner child, right? Now, why does this exercise work? Because art bypasses the mind and speaks directly to your nervous system, right? It allows your inner child to express what words cannot, right? And it anchors that felt difference between the then and now in your body, right? So I actually wanted to bring this exercise like in a art form because I felt like this will be more symbolic and I connect with that very well. However, you know, if you and I feel like many of you will as well, but if you feel like you are more visual or you want to write, you can even write a story. All right. You can write a story about then and you can write a story about how you are now, and then you can write a bridging story, how that gets connected to now. Get creative, bring your own ways um into the process because your inner child connects with you, as I keep saying, right? Beautiful. So with that, we complete today's exercise. I'll see you all tomorrow. Signing off, Anisha, that from Zaria Healings.